So, what really happened to the ENA? Because I know I'm not the only one wondering. You know, the original one. Blue and yellow, kinda glitchy, definitely going through something every 5 or so seconds. She was, and I mean this quite literally, everywhere when the first few animations dropped. Even I got hooked back then too. But now, with the release of Energy Barbecue, she's practically disappeared. In fact, her last confirmed appearance was over a year ago now. So, is the ENA we knew still here, or has someone else taken her place? Well, to figure that out, we need to step into the ENA universe. Metaphorically speaking, of course. ENA, also stylized as Enna with a backwards E, was the original protagonist of the series, created by Joel G. She's instantly recognisable thanks to her dual colour design. One side blue, embodying her gloomy and pessimistic side, and the other yellow, being bright, upbeat and joyful. Enna made her debut in Auction Day, a short animation that blew up online for its glitchy visuals, rapid mood shifts, and a completely surreal vibe. In Auction Day, we're introduced to Enna and her friend Moni at a bizarre auction, where they're trying to sell an hourglass dog for a mere 20 chocolates, which honestly isn't a bad price. But of course, things don't go smoothly. Rock rain starts falling from the sky, people, get flattened, and the auction's called off. Enna quickly becomes overwhelmed and reacts by vomiting, which naturally becomes the hourglass dog. Yeah, welcome to the ENA universe. But as strange as all that sounds, Auction Day actually gives us a strong introduction to Enna as a character. She isn't just hashtag quirky for the sake of it, she's emotionally unstable, glitchy, and constantly flipping between extremes. Her design isn't just an aesthetic, it's a metaphor. One minute she's calm, the next she's glitching mid-sentence, sobbing, or even screaming. And then there's Moni, Enna's good friend who's totally used to all the craziness. While Enna is losing it, Moni stays chill, like this is just another day with her. You can tell they've been through all this before, and their friendship feels pretty real. As the series goes on, we don't follow a typical narrative. There's no clear goal or quest in mind really. Instead, we watch Enna stumble through a series of abstract fever dreams, each one revealing more about her character in a more slice of life style. Take Extinction Party for example. Here, Enna is separated from Moni and tasked with delivering an urgent message. However, she's stopped by the Keeper, who deems her unfit to pass based on her appearance, demanded a blood sample to gain entry. Enna's reaction? An emotional meltdown.
What now? Are you gonna shoot me or something? Come on, do it!
But then, almost instantly, she flips to her yellow side, calm, smiling, and ready to move on. This emotional whiplash shows just how unstable she really is. It's not like she's constantly switching moods, it's like her emotions are in the driver's seat and Enna's just kinda along for the ride. As she pushes forward and navigates a foggy green maze, meeting strange characters like Mercy, Rubik and Robert, Enna eventually reunites with Moni in her room. After messing around and transforming into a devil-like version of herself, Enna presents to her a gift, which later turns out to be Moni herself, symbolic of their friendship. This same friendship is put to the test when we reach Temptation's Stairway, an animation that's not only important for Enna and Moni, but also as the first introduction to the series for likely many of you watching. Here, Enna and Moni decide to make a bet.
Whoever reaches the top of the Great Runas and makes their wish first has to pay the debts of the loser.
Sounds simple enough, right? Wrong. The Great Runas isn't just some giant creature stomping around in the opening scene. It's also a godlike entity that grants wishes, and the climb to the top becomes more symbolic for Enna than literal. The episode leans more into this as the journey quickly shifts from a physical challenge to something much more emotional. We see this play out in Enna's interactions with the characters around her, and especially in a conversation with Ulysses.
You will fail.
Fail. Fail.
Fail.
Fail.
Like the rest of them.
Like the rest of them.
Like the rest of them.
This exact moment in particular reflects Enna's inner doubts and insecurities, some of which she's already hinted at just mere seconds ago.
I can't go on! I want to keep anything!
And also an Auction Day when Moni is disappointed in her.
I'm sorry. My stupidness never ends.
Nonetheless, Enna still pursues her goal of climbing the Great Runas, falling through the Holy Code and meeting a wide range of characters, including the Shepherd, Marie and Garbo, and my personal favourite, Findal. Just look at him go, he's amazing. Eventually, Enna reaches the graveyard entrance as a massive stone bearing Runus' face moves aside, revealing a vast field of pillars. Each pillar holds the door of a dead god, except for one, the Great Runus, presumably the last living god. As Enna begins to approach the door, she is surprised by Moni. Enna brags about how she made it there first, before questioning where they are. Moni states that it is the bedroom of the Great Runus, though she quickly brushes off the amazing sight as lame. She also mentioned that Runus isn't quite as handsome in person. When Enna asks Moni what she wished for, Moni gets embarrassed. But before she can answer, Her body splits apart, revealing a more humanoid version of herself. Moni then admits that her wish was to be thinner, leaving ENA visibly disappointed, while her blue side becomes fully yellow. Now, there's a lot to unpack in this one scene alone, so let's go over the 3 key points first, because it's crucial for later in the video. First, for those who have been watching on screen, you might have noticed ENA's blue side gradually becoming yellow over the course of her conversation with Moni, symbolising that both sides of her have achieved balance in a happy state. Secondly, while ENA won the race to the door, Moni was actually the first to meet the Great Runas in person.
And, by the way, Runas doesn't look all that handsome in person.
And lastly, Moni has revealed her wish to be thinner, taking on a new form entirely after having her wish granted by the Great Runas. So, what does all this mean exactly? Let's break it down. We know that ENA's blue side, her sad glitchy half, gradually fades to yellow by the end of the scene. In fact, we could even pinpoint the exact moments this happens during her conversation with Moni. We also know that while ENA technically won the race to the door, it was actually Moni who met the Great Runas first. And more importantly, ENA never makes a wish herself. She never even sees the Great Runas, so how could she ask them for anything? And yet, somehow, ENA's 2 sides still achieve balance. It wasn't because of anything ENA did, it was because of Moni. Remember their bet?
Whoever reaches the top of the Great Runas and makes their wish first has to pay the debts of the loser.
Moni was the first one who made a wish, and therefore ended up paying the debt to the loser, with the debt most likely being ENA's blue side she's shown to dislike. While this isn't confirmed, it does make a lot of sense if we think about it. Moni is shown to genuinely care about ENA. She's seen firsthand how much her blue side impacts her daily life, and how unstable it can make her. So what if Moni instead wished for ENA's sadness to go away? It would explain a lot. It would also explain why Moni got so defensive. Before her transformation, she refuses to tell ENA what she wished for.
Would you kindly reveal the wish you made to me? I'm not telling you. You are going to make fun of me.
And after her form changes, she scrambles to come up with a cover story, claiming she just wanted to be thinner, which can be believable at first, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that Moni can change her form on her own. We've already seen ENA and the Tasking Maid do exactly that, so maybe her transformation wasn't tied to the wish at all, but instead an act of selflessness. But even if Moni did make that wish, something clearly didn't stick, because when ENA returns in Power of Potluck, ENA's balance didn't last for long. Right away, something feels different. For those who haven't seen it yet, the premise of Power of Potluck follows ENA as she explores a surreal building in search of fun. Alongside her is a detached version of herself, the mask, which represents her hidden or repressed emotions. ENA is still the protagonist, but she's quieter, more neutral. Her usual emotional outbursts are replaced by something heavier. The mask she wears seems to override her feelings, and even at times her movements, almost like a parasite. What's striking about this episode is how self-aware her yellow, happy side has become. She no longer reacts with pure cheer. Instead, we see her confused, underwhelmed, and even frustrated. She questions her surroundings and expresses a broader emotional range. For the first time, ENA isn't just going along with the chaos. She's actually reflected on it. By Act 5, ENA comes to terms with her emotions, destroying the mask entirely, before being reunited with Moni later in the episode. Now, if you've been paying close attention, you might have noticed a strange inconsistency. In Temptation's Stairway, ENA's form visibly changes. She becomes fully yellow, happy, and balanced. But then immediately after, in Power of Potluck, she's suddenly back to her half blue, half yellow self. The same can also be said about Moni. Despite taking on a more humanoid form at the end, she also reverts back to her usual form. So why is that the case? Well, the answer is simpler than you might think, because it's most likely the Great Runas' wish failed, or maybe only provided a temporary solution. We know this from ENA's conversation with Ulysses, when he says,
But heed this warning. Warning!
Desires are never fulfilled.
Nor quenched.
hinting that their wish for the Great Runas didn't stick. Her sadness may have been buried deep down, gradually building into the mask we see in Power of Potluck. Up until now, ENA's whereabouts from this point have remained unclear. It's only when we reach ENA Dream Barbecue that the game offers some hints about where she might have gone. Even though our new protagonist isn't the same ENA we're familiar with, we still catch glimpses of her throughout the game. ENA not only makes a brief appearance in the initial trailer for Dream Barbecue, but she could even be seen during the end credit scenes. And those aren't the only clues that imply she's still part of this world either. For example, in the Purge event route, the taxi driver mentions Extinction Party by name, and we even see a brief glimpse of the maze ENA travels through in the animation. Toward the end of the game, there's also a small area that resembles the one used in Auction Day, another clear nod to the ENA web series. These moments go beyond just being Easter eggs. They could imply that the worlds of Dream Barbecue and the ENA web series are connected. So while we still don't know what exactly happened to the original blue and yellow ENA, these glimpses and the undeniable connection between the two worlds feels deliberate. Almost like she's still part of the story, just out of reach. Either way, I don't think her story's finished, and if we're lucky, she might even appear in future chapters. We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks for all the support recently. We just got monetized, which is still honestly insane. And now there's over 1,000 of you here. I can't actually get out. Hello? Is anyone there? Please?